Okay, so today we're gonna make a lens filter for a void, an imagination void. We are in Blender and we're gonna import the void GLB file. Appa. Look at this, we don't need to see armature. We don't need to see all this, we can switch it off. Here is our little guy. He looks good. Okay, let's have a look. For the lens filter, we just need the face, so we can delete this one. We'll need the punk spikes, we'll need the eyes, the punk spikes, and what is called blue here is the body and the face, but we don't need the body. So let's get rid of the body because otherwise it will be seen in the lens. Go to edit mode. Make sure we see all the vertices. And then we'll just try and delete most of the body. Delete vertices, okay. And now there is probably a lot of shortcuts, but I'm a Blender beginner and I don't know all the shortcuts, so I'm gonna do this the long way. This one can go, and then this one can go, and those can go. So now we should have a nice face. Yeah, this looks good. So this will be the face that we'll use in Lens Studio. So what I found out is that the origin now of this face is here. So in Lens Studio the head will be somewhere very high up, which is no problem, we can get it down there. But what is also the case in Lens Studio, we have to move the eyes. When you move your eyes, you want to track the eyes. And these eyes are one item, and we have to separate them. So the way I'm gonna do that, and again, bear with me, I'm a Blender beginner, but we're in object mode. We're gonna separate, you see, in object mode, it's one mesh. We need to separate it, and we need to make two eyes out of it. Go to mesh, separate, separate the selection. Boom. So now we've got two eyes. We've got this eye and we've got this eye. If we go to object mode, then here you see this is the left eye. So we're gonna rename this to left. Oh, line left. Left. And this one, the other one, we're gonna rename it to Lime. Right. So when we export it, we know exactly which one is which. So in Lens Studio, the face tracking moves the blend shapes, and we're gonna use a standard model which tracks the blend shapes, but that standard model uses some standard names. So let's have a look at the blend shapes. This is a blend shape we're using in Lens Studio. And in Lens Studio, it is called, or at least in the model we're gonna use, it's called Lips Pucker. So when we give it this name, when we export it, it will be recognized in Lens Studio. Next one is this one, the E. And in Lens Studio, it matches with Lips Funnel. And then we've got the last blend shape that we'll use. And that is this one. We call it Jaw Open. So there is one thing left to do, and that is the origin of the eyes. It's currently here, but in Lens Studio, the eyes rotate around the origin. So if they would rotate around this, they would rotate like this. That's not what we want. We want to rotate them around their own origin. So in object mode, we can go to object, set origin to geometry. Boom. Now the origin is here. Same here. For the left eye object, set origin to geometry. So now we should be quite okay to export everything. We've got everything, yes. So we can select all, file, export, and we're going to export it as GLB. You see, I did it already once, so I'll overwrite this one. The first time I forgot to put the origin in the right place. Include selected objects. Transforms, okay. Export. We're ready to go to Lens Studio. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is import the Blender file into Lens Studio. Lens Studio, you can download it, install it, and you need a Snapchat account, but there is several videos explaining that in detail. We're gonna use one of the templates for this. Of course, it's advanced. So, and we're gonna use this template, face expression. Right, this is the face expression template. As you can see, if I switch this on, face expression is working. Haha, woohoo, haha. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna import the Blender file or the GLB file that we exported. File, import, and it was this one, the face file. Open. We say import. This can take some time. once it's there, we don't see anything. Why don't we see anything? Because the head is here. So we have to get the head in front of the camera. Um, First, this is the file we imported. We're gonna put that under this item here. Character expressions. Okay, so now it's under character expressions. So what we're gonna do now is make sure that the head gets down here. That we're gonna play with the scale and the position. So for this particular file, and it might be different for other files, so you have to play around with it a little bit. I'm gonna change this value, the position value, to -920. And you see the head already went down. The Z value, that is really going back and forward, I'll change that to 50. Then the scale. Make sure that when you change the scale, you change all three at the same time. You can do this by locking this one. And then I'll make this 570. Ooh, this looks already good. So let's have a look. So this is the character we imported, and this was the original face that was here from the template. So we can switch this one off. And let's also switch the eyes off. We don't need them. And then here we've got our void already in. Look at this. It is working. Yeah, it is here. What do we have to do now? The mouth is not moving. The eyes are not moving. Let's fix that. So what do we need to do to fix the mouth? Under character expressions, we see here a script for expression control. It's currently using the mesh from the original character that was there, and we need to find the mesh from our void. Let's see, character expressions, face expressions. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Here is our import. Let's see, and here is the blue mesh. We say okay. So now let's have a look. Yeah, the mouth is moving, but the eyes are not moving. What is happening here? We're gonna have a look. We can, when you do this, make sure you tick this box, because otherwise it's not working. So customize expressions. What did we do wrong with the eyes? This is what we did wrong with the eyes. When we downloaded the Blender file, or when we made the Blender file, we did not change the names of the blend shape of the eyes. So we can change it here. Blink left. In the original file from the void, blink left was blink L. And blink right was blink R. Now let's give it a try. Oh yeah, their eyes are blinking. But the mouse is not moving it's not moving a lot. So how can we adjust that? In the custom expression control, in the custom settings, we can have a look for the mouth. lips actually. Yeah, have a look. Lips. This was our lips funnel and lips pucker. And I've tried it already one time, so if I put the strengths a little bit stronger, say to 1.5 and 1.5, in the mouse settings, mouse close, jaw, where is the jaw? I'm looking for the jaw, here's the jaw. In the jaw, we had jaw open, that was the one we had. If you make that 1.5, let's check it. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Ooh, ah, ooh, oh, oh. Plus the eyes are blinking. Excellent. We're up and running. There is another thing we have to do. You see the eyes? They are not tracking. So if I look to the left and I look to the screen, the eyes don't look to the screen. If I look to the right, same thing. So how are we gonna make these eyes track? There is a trick for it. Okay, eyes are blinking, mouse is moving, but the eyes are not tracking yet. So if we go to this item here, left eyeball, that is part of the template, we're gonna add a script. And the script is called copy rotation. Copy rotation. Okay. We set the source object as this left eyeball thingy. And the target object is the mesh of our left eyeball of our void. So let's have a look. It's under character expressions. Under our import, we click all the way through until we have the mesh of our left eye. Chop. Hey, you see, left eye is tracking. Right eye, we're gonna do exactly the same. Script. Copy rotation. Come on. Okay. The source object is now the right eyeball thingy. Okay. And then the target object is the mesh of our import and the right eye. And the right eye is tracking. Yes. So now the eyes are almost okay. They look a bit sleepy. That's because the the eyes are a bit closed, but we can take them down a little bit. Let's have a look. I think it's this item. Yeah. Look at this. Chop. And we're gonna go to the right eye, do the same. Look down a little bit. Yep. And suddenly, hey, we are awake. And it's working. So eyes are moving, mouth is moving. Eyes are blinking. There's one thing left to do, and that is occlusion. Look, if I put the hand in front of my face, you can't see my hand. And there is a solution for that, and that solution I'm gonna copy from the Clonex template. Clonex made a template for upload to Lens Studio, and they had two items in there to make this occlusion. And instead of building it ourselves, we're gonna make use of that occlusion. The template you can find on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description, and you can copy the items there and import them here. I'll show you how to import them. So what we've got to do now is make this occlusion work. Make sure that when you put your hand in front of your face that you can see your hand. I'm gonna use from the Clonex template, the link is here below. I exported 2 files and now I'm gonna import those 2 files. And that is this file, hand segmentation, and it is this file, attached to hand in 3D. Open them and they are here. And you see some stuff came into here, no problem. We now have a look at we don't have to change anything on this file. We just have to change something on this file. And that is the render target. And I think it's target 2 that will work. So let's give it a try. Yeah. Oh yeah, it works. You see? Got the hand in front of my face. You can probably optimize this, but good enough for now. Yeah, good enough for now. So now we're ready to upload. Let's see. Eyes are moving, mouth is moving. Occlusion is working. Right, we're ready to upload. So what is good practice and what they recommend is to check on Snapchat on your phone if things are working properly. So you can send the items to your phone and then check on your phone if things are working. So before we upload, there is a couple of things we should check. First of all, the performance. So the file has to be smaller than 8 MB, 5.8, that is okay. When you've got a lot of traits, like a helmet or anything additional, glasses to the void, this number might grow quickly. So you can optimize. Optimizing the meshes has not been necessary for me yet, but you can optimize the textures. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's have a look. Here is our file. Here are our textures. Let's have a look. Skin blue normal. That is the normal map. So the original file has these sizes. So let's see if we can optimize it. Optimize on size. That's not working. Optimize on performance. That is working, you see. There's a lot less RAM usage. But somehow this one gets bigger. But we had more than sufficient space in the file size, so I think that will be okay. And the next one, let's see if we can optimize this. Oh, that's significantly smaller. That is not smaller. Performance. That is smaller. That should be okay. Roughness. Size. Performance. Yeah, you see that works. This one is already small. This one is already small. Small, small, small. Okay, we're not gonna do much more there. Let's check if the quality is still okay. Yeah, still looks great. Okay, so now let's have a look at the performance. And nothing changed. no problem. Let's save it just to be sure. You see, it has become smaller. So now for the project info, what do we have to fill out here? The lens name. Okay, I'm gonna call mine Alien, because most people will not look for void. 3530. That is okay. I never change this. Leave it like it is. Okay, lens preview. One thing we have to do before we do that. We're gonna do apply here. You see here, if we move to the camera, and you can drag this along. And this is when you're playing around with the expressions, you can see what things are doing, what is moving, what is not moving. If you leave it like this, it's gonna be visible on your filter. You don't want it. You don't want it. So there is something we can change here, and that is, let's see, expression debug. We can switch that off. Then it's gone. So now we're gonna work on the project info. As if you wouldn't have switched this off, then it would be visible in the lens preview too. So let's see, what do we want to use? There's a nice picture. You can upload your own picture here, but use the standard picture here. Okay, so we have to add a nice picture here. Got my void ready. This looks great. Apply. Look at this. This is fantastic. Apply. So what did we do? We imported the head. We made sure the blend shapes are moving. Made sure the eyes are moving. We had a look where you can check on your telephone if your filter is working okay. We had a look at the performance and optimized some textures. We filled out the project info, and then it's just a matter of uploading. So that you can do here, publish the lens. There is plenty of videos on the internet that show you how to publish your lens. Make sure you put in the right tags so people can find it, and then enjoy playing with it. I hope this helps you setting up your void. Show me what you've done. Let's connect on X, and then show me your filters. Thanks for watching.